Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also you might as well put the notification bell on so you're notified of every single time that I upload. So for today's video, I have a bit of a bougie one for you. I am testing out an eyeshadow palette from a brand that I have never tested on my channel, and that is because it is Natasha Denona. And as you can see, oh, that like kind of whipped right round. I have a beautiful Selfridges like bougie bag here, and yeah, that is because I bought it on Selfridges. And the reason that I did buy it is because no, I did not buy this at full price at £60. I bought this at half price for £30. Trust me, I would not have bought this at full price. I know Natasha Denona is like a super luxurious brand, and I'm sure her eyeshadow palette formula is like amazing, but over on this channel we're more of a drugstore kind of channel because I can't afford to keep buying makeup like this. However, I thought because it was I think it was like a couple of days for my birthday, I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to treat myself. I will never get this opportunity again to buy a palette like this, so why not? And here we are. Now, I don't know when this was released. I assume it's been out for a while. I don't really keep up to date with like Natasha Denona releases, just because obviously I can't afford them, so I don't see the point keeping up to date with the brand. However, I'm going to test this out for you guys. I'm going to let you know if it is worth the £60 price tag. And yeah, let's just get into it. So this is what the packaging looks like. Obviously it is a bit on the like simple and plain side. It doesn't feel like super luxurious. Like when I think of luxurious packaging, I think it's going to be like super heavy, but this is quite surprisingly light. Now when you open the inside, it is like shut by a magnetic sort of system. You do get a big mirror in here, and this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. So obviously the name of the palette is the Love eyeshadow palette. So you've got a lot of pinky, purpley, reddy tones in there. You've got some stunning shimmers. Honestly, I cannot wait to try this formula. I've never tried any kind of Natasha Denona like eyeshadow palette formula ever, so I'm very excited to like get my fingers in there and like swatch all of these. So yeah, this is what the palette looks like. I've pretty much told you as much information as I can. I'm not actually sure if Natasha Denona is cruelty free or vegan. Let me just find that out for you. So Natasha Denona is 100% cruelty free, but some of their products contain carmine, so they're not all vegan. So just to let you know, that is the situation. So without further ado, let's dive on into the swatches, because I'm so excited to see how these perform. So guys, this is the entire palette swatched, and as you can see, the swatches of the shimmers are absolutely incredible. I did find though that some of the mattes were a little bit dry, so like this one, and this one, and a little bit of the red one as well. When you swatch them, they just, I don't know, they just went a little bit dry and were not like super pigmented as I would expect for like such an expensive palette. So that was a little bit disappointing. And also, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can show you, but when I was swatching the pan, so like if I like, can you hear that? It's like the pans are like not stuck in properly. Very odd. But yeah, saying that, they did like swatch really pretty, and I love all of the shades in here, so I'm very excited to play with this. Also, when I was swatching the mattes, they did feel really soft and creamy, so that's lovely as well. Yeah, just a bit disappointing that the pans didn't feel like they were stuck in properly, and some of the mattes didn't actually swatch as well as I thought they were going to be. I had to build up a couple of the shades, but it doesn't matter as long as they perform very well on the eyes, then it's not going to matter to me at all. But I just thought for the price that you're paying for this palette, you know, I would have thought that the quality would have been like top notch. But anyway, we're going in with the P. Louise base in 2, and I'm just going to use this to put a base down for the eyeshadow. Obviously I don't know what this palette is going to perform like, but I think with a base, the shades will have something to stick to. Okay, so I feel like obviously you're doing a bit of a like more purpley to pink look. So I'm going to start off with this shade here, which is called Trust. And I'm just going to put that in my outer corner. In my outer corner. Wow. That is right. There's not that much kickback. There is like a little bit, but really not that much. There's not any there's not any fallout either, which is nice. And then I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Dream. And in the pan, it kind of looks like it's going to be a shimmer, but when you swatch it, it's like fully matte. It's very odd. But there's like no kickback with this shade. I'm just going to use that to blend out the top of the purple. It's got like a strange like cream to powder formula. It's really like odd. I don't think I've come across a shade like that before. It doesn't even, it's definitely matte because there's no like shimmer in it, but when I'm like swatching it, it looks like a cream. It's really like strange. Like I've never ever come across a shade like that. It looks a bit messy like now, but I promise you once I get all the shades on and blend it all, it'll look better. So I'm actually going to take the red in the palette, which is called Heart, this one here, and I'm going to blend this. There's not much fallout with that shade either actually, and I'm going to blend this kind of at the front of my lid and like connect it to where the dark purple is. You won't see much of this shade because I'm going to do a cut crease, but I need the red there. That shade's all on. It's honestly not like the most, I don't know, like when you pay so much money for a palette you expect it to be like such amazing quality, but that red is just like not really like the most easiest shadow to work with. Like I just would have thought for such a high-end brand you'd get amazing kind of results and easy to play with, but I did have to build it up a little bit. If you've got this palette, please let me know what you think of it. I'd literally love to know. I'm going to take the shade Intense and I'm going to blend that at the top of where I put this red. Just taking the shade Valentine as well. It is like a super pale pink, but it's actually like quite pigmented. We are going to make this look work, guys. Promise. Because I need to sort out these purples. So I'm going to go back in with the first brush and shade that I use, which is Trust. And we need to blend it into this light purple a little bit more. Okay, I've just spent some time blending out all of the shades and this is the best I can get it at the moment, but once all the shimmer and stuff is on it, the look will come together. It looks a bit like a hot mess right now, but trust me, trust the process. So now I'm going to do a half cut crease and I'm just going to use the P. Louise Mitchell Acid Rain paint. Speaking of Mitchell, have you seen his latest collab with Morphe? I believe his collab part is only the brushes and not the palette, because the new palette by Morphe is just like, I don't know, like not gravitating, like, doesn't gravitate my attention. Like I don't really like the look of it. I have, however, ordered the 35C, which is the new like kind of like cool toned palette. So I will be doing a review on that one. I'm just going to do my half cut crease off camera and then I'll be right back. So I've put my half cut creases on. We now get to play with one of these beautiful shimmers and I don't know which one to use. I'm thinking of this shade here called Giving. Yeah, let's use the shade Giving for like the most part of this cut crease. It's kind of like a rose gold shade. Let's see how pigmented this is. that is the Giving shade on, and as you can see, it is a stunning shade. It is actually a duochrome, so in some angles it looks gold and then in some angles it looks pink, so it's absolutely stunning. I'm now gonna take, actually I don't know what one. I think I might take Pure Love, which is this like kind of duochrome purple here, and I'm gonna add that to the end of where my cut crease is to blend in with the purple shimmer. Wow, that is absolutely stunning. Okay, for our lower lash line, I'm going to take this shade down here, which is called Soul, and I'm going to put that at the front of my lower lash line. I also just went ahead and built up that Trust shade that's at the second half of the lower lash line. So now we need to pick a shade for the inner corners and brow bone. And I believe I'm going to go in with the shade Transparent. Okay, and this is our finished eye look. I'm going to hop off camera, I'm going to do my lashes and mascara, and then I'll be right back with my final thoughts. So guys, this is my completed look using the Natasha Denona Love Palette. If you'd like to know, my lashes are by Pam Lashes. They are in the style Dream. I absolutely love these lashes. I rave about them all the time. My mascara is of course I Heart Revolution Chocolate Dipped. Again, if you've not tried this mascara yet, you need to get on it. It's literally like £5 and it is incredible. And my lips, I have an Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick on in the shade Madison. And then on top, I have this little lip gloss by a small business on Instagram. They're called Gloss Up Girl. And they did actually gift me this lip gloss. I had no obligation to use it in this video. It is a really lovely lip gloss. It feels very moisturising, very hydrating. It's not sticky. It's got loads of like oils and stuff in it. So if that's your type of thing, then definitely check them out. I'll obviously leave it all linked down below. But yeah, this is the completed look. I really hope you like it. So let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. So for starters, I obviously had not tried any Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette before. So this was a complete first impression for me, and to be honest, for a luxurious eyeshadow palette I kind of expected a little bit more from it, just because the swatches, first of all, I know swatches don't mean everything, but other like high-end brands I've swatched really good, and these are just swatched a little bit dry. That was my only issue with the swatches. The shimmers in this palette are absolutely incredible though. Swatched and on the eyes, they are just absolutely beautiful. Blew me away. I didn't have to wet them or anything, and they performed so well. The mattes on the eyes definitely perform a lot better than on like swatches, so that's good. And I was very intrigued by this shade down here called Dream, which is more of a like cream to powder kind of formula. It's definitely something I've never worked with before, but it seemed to work fine on the lids. I think it did just need a little bit of building up, but apart from that it was really pretty. I do like the look I've created today. Obviously it looked like a bit of a hot mess at the start, but as I said, you got to trust the process, and looks so much better when they're actually finished and you've got all your lashes and stuff like that on. But yeah, I really like the look I created today. This palette is a bit of me. Like, it's got pinks in it, it's got purples in it, it's got more reddy tones, the shimmers are stunning. So this is definitely a me palette and I really like it. Would I recommend this to you guys? I would, but only if you can get it on offer. Like, if you can't afford to pay out like £60 for an eyeshadow palette like this, then I would definitely wait till it goes on offer. This palette is definitely like so beautiful, but if you can get it on offer, that would make it even better. Like, I don't think I would have paid £60 for that, just because it's so expensive, like how many shades you get. I know the formula is really nice, but I just definitely wouldn't have paid the full amount for it. I'm glad I got it on offer, and especially at half price as well. That is just incredible discount. Maybe if you want to try Natasha Denona, maybe try out their like mini palettes. I think they're around £20. I think you get about £5 in them, but that might be the way to go in future if you want to try eyeshadow palettes from the brand. I might definitely pick up one of those and see how that performs. But as far as this goes, I will recommend it if you can afford it. If you can't, then I'd probably wait for this to go on sale. I hope that makes sense and I'm not rambling too much, but yeah, let me know down below what you think of this eyeshadow palette. So that pretty much rounds up my final thoughts on this eyeshadow palette. Please let me know down below what you think of it as well, and of course if you haven't already, please subscribe down below and I will see you in my next video. Bye!